Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just wanted to pop in here real quick, drop some value. What I've been seeing a lot on social media is everybody's writing books. And so a lot of people are like, I got my book launch coming up in March or April or May. They've got a lot of books that they're writing. So I just want to make sure that you're doing it the right way. What I've seen a lot of is people are wanting to write books, and there's a lot of people that say that they can publish a book. There's a lot of people that say that they can market the book. There's a lot of people that have taken my content and used it for their book to become bestseller status. And so I know my stuff works. And so I care a lot about you guys. So I really want to give this to you. So I posted a post a while ago about my best-selling book launch formula. And so, again, I'm going to give it to you right here for you all. So my best-selling book launch formula has a lot of different steps, but it's very easy to do. So the first thing you have to do is create a Facebook group for your book title and call it whoever's the name of the book. So mine was Overcoming Self-Defeating Behaviors. So Sean Douglas's Overcoming Self-Defeating Behaviors book launch group. Like that. So that was what it would be called. Whatever your book title is, that's your book launch title. So what you want to do is create a Facebook group for your book launch and name it Book Launch, and ask 100 people to come in and join you for this book launch. All right. So what you do is you gather your 100 people, create your Facebook group, and then call it your title, book launch, whatever. Once the book launches, you then change it to community and take your name out of it. Or you can keep your name in it. You can call it Sean Douglas's Overcoming Self-Defeating Behavior Community. You can call it that. But it has to always be around that book. That's what it's centered on. Prior to your book launch, however many chapters your book launch is, this is step 2. However many chapters your book launch is, or your book is, like if it's 7 chapters, 8 chapters, 9 chapters, however many chapters your book is how many weeks prior you should be blogging about that specific chapter in that specific week in order to generate interest for your book. So you can put it right there on your website. You can put your blogs right on Facebook, social media, anywhere you want. And so my books, I think it was 7 or 8 chapters. So what I did was Monday, I wrote the blog. I wrote the chapter, right? And then Tuesday, I shared it again. Wednesday, I would send out that entire blog, and I would get a little deeper into it. Why I wrote this chapter. I give the story behind the story on Wednesday. And then Thursday, what I would do is do it again. Thursday, I would send it all out again through social media. And then Friday, share it all again. I would then take that blog, record that blog into audio, put the audio out as if I was doing a podcast, and then take that blog and convert it, or take that audio that was from the blog and convert it into a video. So I had a written blog that was audio that got sent out through Facebook and all the other social medias. I then got that audio downloaded and put into a video creator like Headliner. So my blog essentially would become a quick audio WAV file video that could be sent to YouTube and other video programs. So you have to remember that your blog can be repurposed into 2 other different pieces of content. Your written words can be taken and put into audio, which the audio could then be put into video and put on different programs like YouTube and different social medias. So make sure that you're thinking about that when you're repurposing your content into what you're doing. You also want to schedule podcasts. Schedule podcasts and radio shows in the niche of your book so that they come around the launch date of the book, because people will listen to this particular episode around the launch date. So if you're doing a podcast, ask the host, hey, would you mind giving me the launch date of this podcast around the same date as the book? right? So what that does is two things. One, you're promoting the link for your group or for your group and your Amazon link inside of that podcast. So people listen to that, they go and see those links, and they go and either join the group or they buy the 99-cent version of the book. What that does is around the launch time, you're getting more heightened awareness around your book and your book launch. What that does, the more people buy the pre-order of the Kindle, the 99-cent Kindle version, the higher Amazon pushes out all of the stuff that you want to do. Each person also inside of the group, all 100 people, buy the 99-cent version of the book, the pre-order. And they won't get that until it launches, the day it launches. So everybody inside of their orders the pre-order. The pre-orders is what Amazon loves to promote. So do the pre-orders. That's step 5. Every person also buys a paperback. Once the paperback copy is available, they also get the paperback. What that does is it allows people to see both versions, right? Hey, everybody, I bought whoever's Kindle book. Do this. Everybody go buy the pre-order right now. And then you have a physical copy come and say, hey, everybody, I have this book. So if I had my book, everybody would say, hey, this is the book. Hey, everybody, I bought this book. Go ahead and buy my book, this, that, and the other. And now everybody sees a copy of your book. All right. So what that's doing, literally what that's doing is they're marketing the Kindle product and they're marketing the paperback product, those 100 people in your group. Also, the 100 people in your group will also write a review of your book because obviously they bought it. So they need to write a review of that book that they bought. What you also want to do inside of your Facebook group, whenever you go to do the book launch and everything, is you want to run a giveaway when the book launches for everyone who buys 5 ebooks and gifts those out to people, and anyone who buys 5 paperbacks and gifts those out as well. What happens is those people who bought 5 Kindle books will then be entered into a drawing. It's easy. You show the proof. And once the book launches, that's when you do the 5. So book launch day, you run the giveaways. Go ahead and buy 5 ebooks right now, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win a prize. Usually I tell people to buy an Amazon Fire tablet, like the Amazon Fire, whatever it's called. So you buy the tablet, it's a Fire tablet. So you buy both of those, or you can do a $50 cash prize or whatever you want to do. But I tell people, just buy them a tablet because those Kindle books go directly to the Amazon Fire tablet anyway. So you have a drawing for a Fire tablet for the people who bought 5 ebooks with proof, show screenshots, whatever. And then people who bought 5 paperbacks, you would have a drawing for them too, show the proof. And so you're rewarding those people. You're rewarding those people who are supporting you by a tablet, whatever you want. It could be whatever you want. Ask the group whatever you want them to buy, and then buy 2 gifts, right? Also, what you want to do is run a $1 Facebook ad. Run a $1 Facebook ad for 7 days leading up to the launch. So you're promoting the Kindle link through a $1 a day Facebook ad for 7 days, targeting the people who need to see or hear or read your book. Run $1 Facebook ads for 7 days, and you can target through your Facebook pixel, which is what I would do. I would target the Facebook pixel because people have already been to your website. They already know you and like you. So retarget them through a $1 a day for 7 days Facebook ad, okay, leading up to the day. So the day after the launch, that's when your ad would end, okay? Also, Facebook Live, step 8, Facebook Live the morning of the launch in your Facebook group and on your profile to keep updating your network. Hey guys, this is where we are on the Amazon charts. I'm number 5 in business category. I'm number 6 in spiritual healing, whatever, okay? one of the most important things that you need to do is choose a category for your book that closely resembles what your book is about, but not a generic category that will allow your book to get lost. So this is crucial. When you go to put your book available on Amazon and you're self-publishing, you need to make sure that you don't pick gardening if your book doesn't have anything to do with gardening. I mean, I don't know how many gardening books come out, but you can probably hit #1 bestseller status pretty dang easy if you're putting out a book, it's gardening, category, but your book's about like, I don't know, building a podcast. Like, I know people who do that all the time. They game the system. My book is in automotive, but your book's not even about automotive. But here you are, right, promoting in a category. So it'd be pretty easy, right? Choose a category that best closely resembles your book and what your book is about. Those categories are very, very, very important. Doing this allows those people that bought your Kindle ebook to drive it to the #1 new release status. Once it hits #1 new release status, Amazon takes notice and starts pushing it out through this person also bought these books. So if I go and research a book and I'm like, oh, I want to buy this book, down below it'll say, and readers also bought these books. Your book will get listed there or recommended for you because it's a hot launch. You'll see the books across the bottom of the screen. You can also promote on Goodreads. A lot of people don't know about this, but you can advertise on Goodreads. So look it up, Goodreads. Goodreads is a way for you to connect with other readers and promote your book, okay? So Facebook Live, the morning of the launch, inside of your group, updating them on the status of where your book is. We're number 10. We're number 9. A couple more copies. Share it out. Everybody in your Facebook group needs to be sharing out these posts. Anytime they see you post, this is your book launch team. This is a team effort that's going to drive you to bestseller status, right? So you always like, hey, thank you for this person. Thank you. Acknowledge these people because they're helping you get to that status. All right. One of the things that a lot of people don't do, and I'm going to wrap this up. Number 9, this is what you need to do. So you've got your book launch, you've got your group, you've got podcasts that are getting on, that you're going to get on. A couple podcasts that I recommend is Matt Rafferty. Matt Rafferty has a book author podcast that I recommend to everybody, anybody that I work with to do these book launches. And I recommend to Matt, like, hey man, get this person on your podcast. They're doing a book launch. Matt is an amazing dude, has an amazing podcast called The Author Within You. Matt Rafferty, his podcast is amazing. So some other podcasts that I recommend would be like Jeremy Slate, Create Your Own Life, Justin Shank, The Growth Now Movement, my podcast. My radio show, Life Transformation Radio. If you're doing a book launch, I'd love to have you on. And there's a few others. So it depends on what your book is about to what podcast you go on and if we can get that podcast out in time. The final thing that I want to really drive home to you is the press release. You can go to pr.com, www.pr.com, or www.prweb.com. Google a press release. Just Google it, press release template. What you do is you write that press release and then put it out on pr.com and prweb.com. One of the biggest things that gets out there are these press releases. Yeah, the podcasts are great, but the press releases. I know people that I've worked with who are here on the East Coast, and yet their press release reached all the way to Spokane, Washington. 100 websites featured their press release that we wrote and featured their book, how to get it, whatever, and their website traffic went up 60%. Do not forget your press release. Put your press release out in local media. Like go and search in like a 50-mile radius of you any news stations, radio stations, newspapers, your city. Like if you live in a small town, like put it in your newspaper. If you live in LA, put it in the LA Times. If you live in New York, put it in Washington Post, whatever. Your press release needs to be put out everywhere so that everyone knows that you're doing a book launch and they need to get your book. Do not discount the press release. I do this everywhere I speak. Wherever I'm going, wherever I'm speaking, this is what I do. I put out the press release on PR.com saying I'm speaking here. I put it on PRweb.com saying I'm speaking here. And so news media outlets and websites will pick up the fact that you're speaking, you're doing a book launch. If you're launching a podcast, any launch that you're doing, you must write a press release. I cannot stress this enough. You must write a press release and get it out there to as many outlets as you can. All right. So I've worked with the authors on this process, and all of their books hit #1 new release in all of their categories and hit bestseller on Amazon. This is my book launch formula. Some people try to copy it. That's cool. I'm giving it to you for free. So everybody gets my patented book launch formula. If you're writing a book, if you need help with your book, contact me. Let's work on it together. I help to market your book, design. I got cover design people that is amazing book cover design people. They're absolutely phenomenal. So I hope this is of value to you. Let me know. Share this out. I just want to give you guys value, and this is how I know how to do it. A Facebook Live giving away my full book launch formula. So enjoy, share it, like it, send it out to as many people as you can. If you know somebody who is writing a book this year and want to have a successful book launch, put it out there. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the hearts and comments and everything else. And I'm here if you need me. Please let me know what I can do for you. All right? Live your brand. Find opportunities every day to live out the core values that you have deep in your heart. I call this living your brand. Until next time.